What's up guys, it's Dave here from Nerds Night In, and today we're going to be looking at World of Warcraft, Warlords of Draenor. This is the new character model for the Night Elf that's come with this new patch, and I'm going to be using this Death Knight to demonstrate some of the new features. I'm just going to enter now, and yeah, so the new character model, as you can see there, has got a lot more definition in the face. I've been stink bombed by the Hallow's End event, so it's going to make it a little bit difficult, but yeah, a little bit more definition in the face. It's a lot crisper, it's got a new mesh, it's got a new texture, it's really nice to behold. All of the new races have been, all of the old races rather, have been updated like this, and the Burning Crusade ones also, with the exception of the Blood Elves, because frankly they just didn't need it. With the pre-order for Warlords of Draenor, which you can still get involved on, it's £36 there or thereabouts. It will give you the new expansion for Warlords of Draenor. It will also give you a character boost up to level 90, and that's what's happened here. Albatrosita here was a 3 or 4 day old character. She was brought straight up to level 90, and it then dumped me straight here in the Blasted Lands, where the pre-expansion patch content is. There's a quest line involved with some rewards, and also a title, which I will bring up here. Yes, you have the opportunity to earn of the Iron Vanguard, which is linked to the short quest involving the Iron Horde, who are coming through into Azeroth. They also give you a suit of 483 eye level gear, so you're able to actually contend with some of the mobs. If you want to go back to your home city, each of the start area has a portal to your capital city. Right here you can get a Stormwind, and just over that way is the Horde camp. They have a similar one to Orgrimmar. When you start out, stood at this tent here, should be a lovely big Draenei by the name of Vindicator Murad. I've done the quests, so I've got myself the eye level 520 trinket, and a few bits and pieces here, the blues, which I've picked up from running this quest line. I've obviously got the title, so I've already been through all the content, and it's really good fun. Nice to see what's coming. And the other reward you can get from the end of this quest line is a little pet, which, if I can find it here, pet journal, it's an Iron Starlet. Here we go. And if I just summon that for you, and just get rid of all of this. Where's she gone? Ah, there we go. It's a weird sort of spinny ball thing. Apparently it's got some relevance to earlier fights and earlier raids and stuff in the game, but it's not something that I'm familiar with. Now, if I just mount up, we'll have a quick fly around, have a look, see what's changed. Obviously, the Shattered Beachhead where we are now has had a few changes, so it's got an Alliance encampment just over there. There's a Horde encampment, and obviously the Iron Horde, the guys coming through from Draenor, are in here as well. Many of them have been killed. Here we go. Let's have a look. So, what's nice to see, a good touch, is that they're all brown. They're all Magar, because Grom, Hellscream, and Garrosh stopped the orcs from taking the Fell Blood. So none of them got corrupted. Consequently, meaning that all of the orcs in that timeline and the ones coming through into Azeroth are all brown, which is really nice to see. It's a bit of a lore touch there, which is obviously quite important to a few people. And just, I was flying there. You can't fly as soon as you enter this area. I think it's just to prevent people from doing what they've been doing in previous expansions, which is mount up, fly to a new area, land, kill stuff, fly away again. Just missing out on a lot of the really cool stuff. Here, in the Blasted Lands, obviously, it's not that much different. You've probably already seen most of it before, but it's still just to add an element of challenge, I suppose, to it. And I do believe it's really done that. I know on my main hunter, it was so much more difficult to have to walk through it all. I haven't even done the quests. It was just walking through the Blasted Lands was a bit tricky. So the Dark Portal here has had a bit of a facelift. It's got the blood red ring around it, indicating that the orcs are coming. it no longer leads you through to Hellscream Peninsula, so in order to get there, there is a portal in your capital city. That will eventually take you through to Draenor in November when the expansion hits. With this patch, we've had a new instance, or a revamped instance. Upper Blackrock Spire is now a level 90. It's got new content. I've seen it played through. I haven't played it through myself, but it's got new bosses in there, which I know they do with certain expansions. So the bosses are centric around the Draenor quest line. The actual structure as well has changed. It's got a bit of wear and tear. Some of the decor's been changed because of its new inhabitants. Also, the Rookery, famous for Leroy Jenkins and his running in and killing all the whelps, or getting absolutely owned, is actually the case. That's been done over as well, so there are no more whelps in the Rookery, but there may well be an Easter egg in Leroy Jenkins' corpse on the normal difficulty. I think it's not there on the heroic level difficulty. I think he's actually still alive. And what I'm going to do as well is, if I just come out of this, I can show you the Horde start area. There's also been some additional changes with the pre-expansion patch, such as the heads-up displays changed, the quest log has changed, and obviously the stat rebalance as well. All of that I can demonstrate properly on my hunter, and some of it's good, some of it's bad. So here we go, Sanguinarius, the Blood Elf Hunter. I'll just log on now, enter into the game, and here he is, Sanguinarius of the Nightfall, Guardian of the Iron Horde. He hasn't yet done the quests, so the quests are available to be done just by Thrall, former war chief, and Rokan. And this is the Horde area in the Blasted Lands. If I just mount up, you can see over here is where the Alliance area would be. Now, the quest log layout looks much cleaner now, and if I actually go into the quest log, it's now merged with the map. You can press any of these buttons along the top here, and they'll take you to the respective areas. Obviously, you can click on the areas to zoom in, and I'm demonstrating how badly I haven't actually been exploring on this character, which is slightly embarrassing. But all the quests available can be accessed from this screen, so it's much more condensed. It's much easier to get hold of everything. You'll notice in the top left hand corner there, my hit points are 39,000. You may have noticed in the fight earlier with the Magar on my Death Knight, then my damage was significantly reduced as well. If I just pop out of here, just bring out one of my pets, a nice cat, there we go, and start attacking this guy here. So the damage I'm dealing isn't nearly as high as I would like. I actually think they were just killed by the goblins there. So there have been some stat rebalancing issues once the numbers have been reduced with the stat squish. Whilst your hit points are lower, the opponent's hit points are lower, the damage you're dealing is comparative, because they've had to fiddle around with it somewhere. Some of the numbers have disappeared, and it's meant that the hunters in particular are much less able to deal damage as they were. I do think that that's actually being addressed. I do think that's going to be changed moving forward, certainly by the time the expansion actually hits. So hopefully we're not massive noob cakes and we can actually deal some damage. That'd be nice. Warlords of Draenor is actually hitting in 2 weeks from recording this. It's going to have some awesome quests, some awesome characters, and it's a fantastic opportunity to go back to the Warcraft 1 era lore. We're going to have characters like Grommash Hellscream, like Kilrog, Blackhand, all of these people who were involved in the Horde at the early days, and if you've played any of the RTS games, you'll really enjoy seeing those faces again. Right, well, I think I'll leave it there for now, but obviously, if you like the video, if you want to see any more, then obviously we're on YouTube. You should be able to find it from this video. Like and subscribe, and also check us out at our website if you haven't already, which is nerdsnightin.co.uk. Alright, well, thanks very much for watching, and yeah, goodbye.